The dramatic tale of World War II. Hello everyone, and welcome to Historium. Here, we bring history to life. Today we're diving into one of the most significant and impactful events in human history, World War II. Join us as we explore the key events, pivotal battles, and far-reaching consequences of a conflict that reshaped the world. Let's embark on this fascinating historical journey together. The seeds of World War II were sown long before the first bomb dropped. In the aftermath of World War I, the Treaty of Versailles brought Germany to its knees, imposing severe economic reparations and limitations on militarization. The treaty aimed to prevent a recurrence of war, but instead fostered resentment and despair. It stripped Germany of its pride, serving as a fertile breeding ground for extremism. The roaring 1920s, seen elsewhere as a decade of prosperity, passed mirthlessly over Germany as they grappled with hyperinflation and crushing unemployment. The German populace toiled under economic despair, yearning for change and a leader to rekindle their extinguished pride. Amid this turmoil, the democratic Weimar Republic struggled to maintain authority, plagued by internal strife and political factionalism. This environment became a stage for a figure who promised to restore Germany to its former glory. Into this chaos stepped Adolf Hitler, a charismatic orator and ruthless tactician. Hitler understood the power of propaganda, using it to captivate an audience desperate for hope. The Nazi Party, under his leadership, positioned itself as the savior of Germany, promising economic rejuvenation and the restoration of national pride. Hitler's rise was meteoric. The Nazis' expansionist ideology, exemplified by the quest for Lebensraum, suggested an aggressive solution to Germany's woes, the conquest of new territories. The world watched with trepidation as Germany armed itself once more. With Europe bounding between peace and conflict, pivotal moments like the Munich Agreement attempted appeasement. Many nations sought to avoid confrontation, underestimating the storm brewing in Hitler's ambition. In a final bid to test Europe's resolve, Germany struck with blinding speed and efficiency. The invasion of Poland, marked by the revolutionary Blitzkrieg tactics, shattered the tentative peace. In a matter of weeks, Poland fell, and the world stood at the precipice of war. Germany's early successes were staggering. Western Europe lay vulnerable as France capitulated, and nations reeled from the unrelenting German assault. The Luftwaffe dominated the skies, and Germany seemed unstoppable. However, the Battle of Britain demonstrated the resolve of a nation that refused to yield. Defying the odds, British pilots warded off the German aerial onslaught, proving that determination could stall even the mightiest of adversaries. Invoking the ghost of Napoleon, Hitler sought victory in the vastness of the Soviet Union. Operation Barbarossa marked the largest invasion in warfare history. The Eastern Front quickly devolved into a brutal conflict marked by unimaginable suffering and Stalin's scorched earth tactics. The Battle of Stalingrad emerged as a cataclysmic turning point. The grueling urban warfare and unyielding Soviet defense fortified the resolve of those oppressed by Nazi control. This triumph marked the beginning of Germany's decline. Across the Atlantic, the Pearl Harbor attack irrevocably drew the United States into the conflict. The war, once a European and Asian struggle, now raged with the full might of American industry and resolve. Allied leaders coordinated strategies to weaken the Axis. Critical campaigns in North Africa and Italy laid the groundwork for a continental invasion. Within the shadows of occupied territories, resistance movements flourished. Patriots of all stripes and origins took up arms against their occupiers, participating in acts of defiance unfathomable in peace times. Their bravery sowed chaos and hope, infusing the oppressed with the courage to envision liberation. Tragically, the horrors of the Holocaust became evident. The Nazi regime's methodical genocide aimed to extinguish entire communities under the guise of ethnic cleansing and racial superiority. As the Allies turned the tide, they exposed these horrors to the world. June 6, 1944, will forever be etched in history as D-Day. Thousands of brave men stormed the beaches of Normandy under a hailstorm of bullets, determined to liberate Europe from tyranny's grip. The invasion catalyzed a massive Allied advance that would eventually lead them to the gates of Berlin. As Germany's once iron grip faltered, Allies pressed forward, liberating territories with each hard-earned step. The path of liberation, though brutal, illuminated the path to freedom. With Berlin encircled, the war's denouement approached. Soviet troops stormed the city, fighting block by block against a waning Wehrmacht. In his private bunker, Adolf Hitler faced the dimming hope of his Reich, choosing to end his life rather than face capture. Victory in Europe was declared on May 8, 1945. Jubilant celebrations erupted across liberated territories, while the world commemorated the defeat of tyranny in a grand expression of joy and relief. Yet the specter of war persisted. In the Pacific, fierce battles raged on. The Allied forces adopted an island-hopping strategy, inching ever closer to Japan's doorstep. The cataclysmic conclusion of this theater of war came through the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The devastation wrought stunned the world and compelled Japan to surrender. On September 2, 1945, VJ Day marked the cessation of hostilities, and humanity emerged from its darkest chapter. World War II's human toll was unprecedented, with millions of lives lost and entire communities obliterated. Reflecting on the scale of destruction, the international community took steps to prevent future conflicts. The founding of the United Nations represented a collective hope for sustained peace and stability. This nascent body emerged pledged to uphold human rights and arbitrate global tensions. The Nuremberg trials sought to deliver justice for the atrocities committed during the war. Leaders of the Axis powers faced judgment for crimes against humanity, establishing a precedent for international accountability. As the world transitioned to peacetime, political allegiances shifted, setting the stage for a new conflict that would define the coming decades. Trust between the newly emergent superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, eroded quickly. Differences in ideology fueled suspicion and hostility, birthing the Cold War. This period of geopolitical tension forced nations to navigate a perilous global landscape fraught with espionage, arms races, and burgeoning alliances. Amidst these geopolitical tensions, Europe and the world embarked on a mission of reconstruction. The Marshall Plan provided economic aid to war-torn nations, spurring recovery and reinstating shattered infrastructures. Germany was divided into East and West, a palpable reminder of ideological divides. The Berlin airlift demonstrated Western resolve in the face of Soviet aggression, supplying a beleaguered West Berlin and cementing Cold War divisions. The lessons of World War II underscored the importance of collective security. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, was established as a bulwark against Soviet expansion, while the Warsaw Pact unified Eastern European nations under Soviet influence. The end of World War II also ushered in a wave of decolonization movements. Colonized nations sought self-determination, challenging old power structures and reshaping global dynamics. The cultural impacts of World War II resonate through the annals of history. Literature, cinema, and memorials reflect on the conflict's complexities, memorializing both heroism and atrocities. These cultural artifacts preserve memory and continue to illuminate past lessons for future generations. Technological advancements accelerated by war catalyzed sectors beyond military application. Innovation in radar, jet engines, and nuclear energy steered humanity towards new horizons. World War II stands as a monumental testament to humanity's capacity for both destruction and resilience. Reflecting on this era elicits profound lessons about leadership, prejudice, and the price of complacency. In remembrance and reflection, we honor both the sacrifices of those who fought for our freedom and those who suffered the indignities of oppression. The legacy of World War II reminds us of the enduring consequences of war and our collective responsibility to forge a peaceful future. History is forever marked by the profound impact of World War II. It is an epic of bravery and tragedy that shaped the world as we know it today. As we look to the future, the echoes of this past resonate in myriad ways, fueling ongoing debates, guiding diplomatic efforts, and influencing cultural narratives across the globe. World War II's story is one interlaced with valor, devastation, and transformation, and it is this intricate tapestry that continues to fascinate and educate history enthusiasts and historians alike. As we endeavor to understand and analyze this profound historical period, we are reminded of our duty to learn, remember, and aspire towards a world where peace prevails over conflict. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about history's most fascinating events, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let us know your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. See you in the next video.